For 2 nights in November, art comes off the wall and onto the runway for STRUTT. We got a sneak peek at the annual show, which benefits the Niagara Artists Centre.
This is the 14th incarnation of the Wearable Art Show, but it's now a 2-day festival. So we're trying to draw some out-of-market people into town, have them stay in hotels, go to restaurants, do our bit to kind of power the economy through culture. And Friday night, we've planned several events that kind of fall one after the other. The first is a Wearable Art Expo, and that includes an exhibition of some of the finest and best of the wearable art that's been in previous shows. So there'll be about 50 photographs, large format, printed, and people can come and check that out, and that's free and open to the public. And following that, we have a dinner, which is a ticketed event. So some of the local restaurants are helping us out, put on a fantastic 4-course meal. And then we're going to have large format video projections with accompaniment by the Gallery Players, which is a chamber ensemble.
Now for Saturday, things are a little bit different.
Well, Saturday it's the runway show, which is the main event. That's what everyone's gotten into around here, which is pretty fantastic. So it's the 200-foot runway in a slightly different configuration this year, and then 40 new creations of wearable art will be performed by not models, but performers from the dramatic arts. And the band, the live score is going to be played by the Sadies, which are arguably the world's greatest rock and roll band. So we're pretty excited to have them here in town.
The people at the NAC and everyone involved in the show are always so wonderful, and it's so great to get your art exposed to such like a broad group of people, because people come from all over the region and all the surrounding regions. And it's such a wonderful magic experience, because like right now when you're looking around, it's just this bare warehouse, but the night of there's lights and there's acrobats and there's wonderful music, and it's just such a fantastic engrossing experience for this region.
I've been involved for a few years, and just watching it grow to what it is now, like last year was insane, like with the aerialists and the ribbon people, and just it's become this huge big spectacle. So it's almost like it builds a sense of community, builds the fact that you're not just you don't have to just feel like a rinky-dink artist. Like these people are so supportive, and it's a big deal, and you are special and amazing, and sort of good confidence builder, and it really helps you to continue to be inspired, I think.
It's an amazing event. Whenever I show people the event afterwards, they cannot believe this is happening in St. Catharines or even in Canada. It's Christine and I travel a lot around the world when we get a chance, and we go to festivals and that kind of thing, and our monster is kind of inspired by the Spanish-style festivals we've been to. But STRUTT is on par. STRUTT's astounding. You cannot believe when you walk in on that night how amazing it is, and how it's done almost entirely by volunteers and stuff as well. So
Now that the art has been submitted, the challenge will be to transform this industrial space into a weekend to remember.
Tyler's been great to us. We have this 30,000 square foot factory that we get to run around in and create mayhem. But it's an openness and a willingness to explore new ideas, and I think the company does that in all of its work. So they've been fantastic partners with us.
How does this fantastic warehouse space actually add to the excitement of your show?
Well, there is an energy for sure. I mean, just having this much space to work in, and then there are the remnants of the industrial history of this, and you kind of get to see it reinvented and repurposed. And there's some hope in that, I think, considering the history of industry in this part of the world, and that it seems to be diminishing all the time. So maybe it's a way that we can figure out how we can move ahead and keep things going with some of these spaces.
The phrase "you need to see it to believe it" is sometimes overdone, but in this case it fits. Tickets are still available for this spectacular weekend by visiting the NAC website. In St. Catharines, reporting for The Source, I'm Lori Taraba.